welcome to another episode of the A-List Music Club. I am your host, the game changer, Wes Truth. And as always, I'm joined once again by Dominic and John. How's it going tonight, guys?
Good.
All right. And as everyone knows, this is the show where each week one of us picks a different CD, album, what have you, for the others to listen to. And this time it was Dominic's turn. So why don't you tell everybody about what you picked?
Well, I belong to several classic rock groups on Facebook, and I was going through it one time, and somebody had said, "Hey, does anybody here like the band Nantucket?" And they posted the album cover, and I thought it was kind of a cool album cover. I had never heard of them, never listened to them, but I said, "Hey, what the fuck?" So
I said the same thing.
So nice after listening to it. But I think it's their 1978 self-titled album. I don't know. It
is. Yeah.
I guess I'll start. I don't know what to say. It was all over the place. There was a song that sounded kind of like Led Zeppelin. Then there was a disco song, and then there was like a honky tonk song, and then there was one song I forgot I know you didn't hate me or something like that, or something you're gonna. I forgot what the hell the name is, and it was just that same line repeated over and over and over and over the song.
The second song, whatever. Never Gonna Take Your Lies.
Yeah, okay, whatever the hell it is. It was, I mean, the musicians they were okay. They were trying to, I think they said, "Hey, let's just get let's write a song like each band that we really, really like and see if anything just sticks. Let's just, and maybe it's 1978. Maybe we should put a disco sounding song on here too. I didn't really care for the guy's voice. It was annoying to me. Wow. I thought it was the first song, Heartbreaker, wasn't bad. When I first heard that song, when it started with that song, I thought, okay, maybe this might be good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, way to dash my hopes on the rocks of reality, I'll tell you, because this album blew. It was there's hardly words for it.
You should have picked the Cult.
Oh my God. It was a steaming pile of snail shit. And Wesley, we were talking today, John, and Wesley and I were talking because he hadn't listened to it. So I played it in the car for him while we were running around. And I said, I don't think I was going to reevaluate my rating system and say that no band should never get lower than a 3 because they are musicians and they're a lot more talented than I am, and I give them credit and props. No, I've decided against that. So,
plus, I said he'd have to take back what he said about Spirit Animal.
Yeah.
Or Born Yesterday, or whatever you want to call them.
Record Heat, whatever the hell they're called.
Oh, that's what it is. Born Yesterday was the album. Yeah.
So I'm done. I just can't wrap my mind around it anymore.
Am I going next?
You can go, John. Yeah.
Wait, I got one more thing. I apologize to you two for having to listen to this. All right.
I listened to it the very next day after you picked it while I was at work. I had headphones in and I was cleaning off tables and listening to it. So it's sort of like background noise. And I listened to it again, actually paying attention. I liked it better with just background noise. Uh, the first song is supposed to be their hit, and it starts out with like a cappella singing. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is a hard rock band. What is this shit? Then again, I'm like, all right, now it's okay. But, I agree with you, Dom. I was listening to this going, they sound like a bar band that plays the style, whatever's popular during that day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, oh, you want to hear a Led Zeppelin song? We'll do this in the style of Led Zeppelin. This one's in the style of like Little River Band with the harmonies. Then a song with horns, like for Chicago. Like it just sounded like they were a good bar band or a bad bar band. Just doing that, you know. They're not covers, but they're sort of covering a style, I guess.
Yeah. It was. Oh man, I don't even know how many of the albums they had out, but they shouldn't have had more than one. They really should.
They have 5 and a greatest hits, and they're still around.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah. The first song is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really Never Gonna Take Your Lives was stuck in my head all day. Not that it's good, it just sticks in your damn head.
Because they say the same line over and over 74 times.
Yeah. The only song like halfway decently I liked was number 3, Real Romance, the Led Zeppelin one.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I thought he was saying lonely, lonely, lonely time, like rock and roll.
Yeah, they even do like the ooh.
Yeah, I was like, did they just rip that off?
Yeah.
That's probably the heaviest song. Yeah. Born in a Honky Tonk is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl, You Blew a Good Thing. I don't know what the hell's going on with this band.
Yeah.
They sort of sound like Kiss and Stars and Bad Company. There are a lot of like generic hard rock 70s band number 1000. Like there's a lot, you know. Some of these songs I thought were like Kiss songs. They just had someone different singing it.
Yeah. That we said that. We were listening to it, and I go, Dominic, what's that song? Da 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 da. I'm like, that's what they're playing, and we said, watching you.
Yeah, the one song I'm like, I can picture Pete singing this song.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of, I can't remember which one it is, but it sounds like something Pete would sing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see why they never became big stars, and they're like that. Well, Dom, you would know back in the day they used to have like 3 or 4 big bands on a bill. These guys are always like the first opening act, the third build kind of band.
Yeah.
One of those kind of, yeah, I can see why. Yeah. From what I read, that their second album, the one after this, is supposed to be their best, according to the critics. I don't know. I'm not going to listen to it to find out. Yeah. I can see why no one's ever heard of them.
Wesley made a good point. When we were driving, listening to his songs, he goes, oh my God, these songs are so long, and they're not, they just seem like they're long.
Yeah.
10 30
The one I said, this seems like it's been playing for 10 minutes. And we looked and it was like 2:54. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I just like pick something, like pick your style. If you're gonna be a harmony band like Little River Band, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I like them. Then be that. If you're gonna be a Led Zeppelin hard rock band, then be that. Song to song, you're bouncing all over the place, and they just sound like a bar band playing the styles of the day.
Yeah.
Like you said, disco song, a hard rock song, a pop song, a song with horns. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
The Cult would have been better.
Yes, it would have.
Oh yeah, that's a great album.
Oh shit, you too would have been better.
The worst song on those albums would have been the best song on this album.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I certainly it was an interesting listen. It was an experience. Just like you guys said, all over the place. Led Zeppelin sound-alike, disco. I heard some Aerosmith in there. One song I thought sounded like I Know It's Only Rock and Roll, but I Like It by the Stones. Lots of instruments. I was waiting to hear a xylophone, maracas, spoons, an ice cream tub. I wasn't sure what was coming next. Every song felt like it lasted 10 minutes, even if it was under 4. I said it was almost like getting one of those Drew's famous hit CDs, but by not the original artist that they put out, where it sounds like a knockoff person singing it. I liked Heartbreaker. I thought it was pretty cool. Like you said, Dominic, this might be okay, and then it goes downhill from there.
Rather steep.
Yeah, that's probably the only song I would add to Wes's extraordinary playlist. Never Gonna Take Your Lies is okay, but very repetitive. And I couldn't even remember how it went. I just remembered it said the same thing over and over. This is definitely an in one ear and out the other listen. Real Romance, I have very Led Zeppelin-y. Born in a Honky Tonk reminded me of the Ohio Players for some reason. Like, Born in a Honky Tonk. I'm like, this sounds like something they would have done. It's Getting Harder reminded me a lot of Aerosmith back in the day. Spring Fever I thought was it was okay, but that was one that was never ending. And Quite Like You is the one that I thought sounded like Watching You from Kiss. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have to listen to the whole thing ever again, that's for sure.
I wouldn't listen to any of it ever again.
It was an interesting experience, though, since now we see why we all never heard of the band.
Yeah. Tom, you should go on that website and tell everybody not to listen to that band.
You have to.
Get on that Facebook. Spare someone else the pain.
Oh, good Lord. That was horse shit.
Yeah, I didn't like his voice either. I agree. It was, yeah.
Do you have any interesting factoids about them or anything?
No, actually, there's not a whole lot about them on the internet.
Are they named after the man from Nantucket?
No, they were originally called Nantucket Sleigh Ride after the mountain song.
Oh, geez.
And then they shortened it to Nantucket. There's not much about them.
They even stole that.
This album sold 200,000 copies. I don't know who the hell bought it, but
well, maybe people bought it for the coasters.
I did think the cover was cool. I give you that.
Cool. The cover was the best part of the album.
That most of their album covers have that on it. It's like their thing. Like Iron Maiden has Eddie. That must be their thing.
Okay.
Yeah, not much to tell you about them. They're in the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start. It sucked. 1.
Wow. That one is just for Heartbreaker.
Yeah, if it was that song wasn't on there, it'd probably be a 0.
They stole that title from Led Zeppelin. Yeah. I'm with you, Dom. It's probably a 1.
Wow.
Yeah. I was gonna say 3, but you've talked me out of that. So
yeah.
Well, I'll be nice and I'll throw it the 3 that you were gonna give it, because that's what I was gonna do. That's my lowest score though for a CD, definitely.
I think we should go find out where they're playing. Go see them just to slap them in the face.
They're still around. 3 original members. They play around the North Carolina area. They're popular.
Oh, Jesus.
I said it felt like if you saw them in concert, you'd be like, I don't remember if I liked them or not, like right after it ended.
Yeah,
I don't remember the song they just played.
I listened to this Yesterday, half of it, and then today on my way to work, heard the other half. And I can't remember how half these songs go.
Mm-mm.
As soon as it goes off, I'm like, what song was that? Like, I don't even...
Very, very forgettable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I said, generic hard rock band. There's so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's my turn to pick now. And this is an album I know we've all heard, I'm sure. We were just talking about Kiss, so I'll be the first one to throw a Kiss album out there. Kiss Unplugged. Definitely one of their more interesting set lists.
Yes.
All right, so we will discuss Kiss Unplugged, MTV Unplugged, next week. Back when they played music.
Yeah.
But until then, John, you want to talk a little bit about your podcast?
Yeah, We Like Wrestling Podcast. It's a weekly podcast where we discuss wrestling, past, present, anything wrestling related. We're on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you find podcasts. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We Like Wrestling Podcast.
All right. And of course, for me, you can subscribe right here on YouTube, youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTruePlaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestSaveList. Until next time, truth out.